It's a second home game in 4 days for Dulwich Hamlet this afternoon as they take on Concord Rangers at the KNK Stadium. A 93rd minute winner from Dipo Akinyemi gave the hosts their first ever win in the National League South on Wednesday, producing a scintillating attacking display in a 2-1 win over East Thurrock United. Quade Taylor comes in for Nathan Green, whilst Nyron Clunis returns to the bench. Concord have had an excellent start, taking 4 points from the opening 2 games and only denied 2 wins by a late Billericay equaliser on Tuesday evening. Sammy Moore also makes just the one change as Aaron Pollock replaces Lee Minchell. Fraser Shaw starts against his old side, whilst Nana Boachi Yardam is on the bench. These two have never met in a league game before. Can the Hamlet build on that excellent midweek win? Besant looking for Wall, glances that on. Brought down by Midson, goes to the early shot. Caught it on the half volley but was leaning back and just puts it over the crossbar. First half chance of the game goes the way of the visitors. Midson, 2-man wall put in place by Edwards. It's Cook and Vos have to block. It's flicked on by a Congai Bear corner. Could have gone anywhere. And the assistant referee hasn't spotted that. It was a clear flick by the Dulwich skipper. Go either side here. Danny Green. It's over the wall and over the crossbar as well. And Edwards could just watch that go harmlessly over the top. A couple of early sighters though for Danny Green. That one I'm sure he feel he could have done better with. Green again to send in the free kick. It's another good area all the way through. It's missed by Aaron Pollock, who's arriving into the 6-yard box. Any touch on the ball there may well have been the first goal of the game. It's a lovely ball in by Green. Just needed, as I say, a little flick. One of his arriving players. Vos keeps it away from Wall, and again it's Nathan Ferguson. Chipped long towards Figuera. Brought it down, Walter Figuera. Try to pull it back to Cook. Lovely idea from Walter Figuera. Knew that Cook was inside of him, just around 10 yards out. 7-8, Matt. Vos low volley towards Tomlin. Classy volley's clear. Figuera slides in. He does really well to keep it alive for his side. And gets it back from Vos. Goes down. Is there contact by Midson? No, says the referee. There was certainly a coming together between the two players. Cargo stand in front of Cook as he steps up now. Cookie. Over the crossbar from Anthony Cook. He had more dip than the one that Danny Green's had earlier in the half. But too much on it. Difficult from 20 yards out to get that one up and down. Cookie. Dulwich slows to come out to him. And puts it wide. Green 1-2 because Shaw's come back down the line. It's the byline and low crosses. Taylor's clearance is poor. Green goes for goal over the crossbar. Dulwich let off there. Taylor's clearance was weak. Dulwich capitalise on this going their way. Goes short this time from the corner to Cook. He sends it in and helped on. The Congai trying to glance into the far corner. Puts it over the top. Well worked corner routine that from Dulwich Hamlet. Post to Cook inside the penalty area in space. Took a touch. Low ball in and the Congai stooped but couldn't keep his header down. Here's Alex Wall. He's won a free kick foul by Ming on the far side. What can Ryan Hayes come up with here? It's a good looking area. Midson gets in and Midson scores. Had to readjust his body. And Dulwich, just as they did on Wednesday night, concede the first goal of the game. Excellent ball in by Ryan Hayes, and it's the assistant manager, Jack Midson. And he got in front of his man, and from a couple of yards out, all he had to do was beat Edwards, and it was a straightforward task for him. I'm not sure who he beat to the ball there, but had to readjust his body somewhat to poke it home. Referee is ready. In by Cook. Helped on, over the top it goes. Papo glances it on like a Congai, his defensive partner earlier in the half. Can't keep his header down, and another good ball in. Bears no fruit, unfortunately, for Dulwich. Either side made a change at the break. Expect Dulwich to bring on Clunas at some point in the second half. They're still chasing the game. Tomlin tussling with Sterling. Sterling got it clear. Both players end up on the deck. Midson had the better of Taylor and he's got around him down the left-hand side. Wall in the middle. Hayes also making his way there, as is Green. Sent in by Shaw, deep towards Wall, onto the top of the net in the end. Edwards, not sure, knew his bearings there. People are en route. A few people arrived during the half-time break. There's Wall. Green. Wide it comes to Ryan Hayes. On the overlap is Clahessy. Dangerous attack. It's come through. Oh, and Wall's put it over. 5 yards out. Clahessy's pass came off the inside of Daniel Papo's heel. He must have taken a little nick. Wall shot obviously then deflected over the crossbar. Wow, that's a big chance. Sanchez Ming volleys that one forward up towards Akinyemi. Drops for Vos. Tomlin, oh, he was in there and his first touch deserted him. Ball rolled under his feet. Could control that. He was 1-on-1 and then about 12 yards out. He only had to go a couple of yards to Cook. Dulwich have it back, well won by Ferguson. Read it nicely, chips it through to Akinyemi. Oh, Clahessy's just about come back and kept it away from harm. Akinyemi allowed the ball to bounce, which just let Clahessy get back at him. Dulwich trying to stretch the game and commit more men forward. Vos getting forced backwards, good work from Blackman. Ferguson with a lovely ball. Clunas on the far side, low centre. Tomlin goes down. The ball got stuck under his feet. The ball came to him, couldn't flick it goalwards. Half a chance though for Dulwich there. Great work from Ferguson and Clunas in the build-up. Clunas with a throw. Vos over Shaw, drops for Tomlin. Great save by Besant. Ball was rising. Ming sends in the second cross. Up in the air by Shaw. Akinyemi's ready to head it down. He does. Drops for Cook. Akinyemi's there. Concord keeping it alive. On for Clunas. About 20 yards out. This cross deflects and Midson and Shaw between them should be able to clear it. It's Fraser Shaw who does just that. Plays into Akinyemi. Ready to pull the trigger just inside the area. Drags it back. Does come for Cook. Chipped out. Akinyemi off the post! And it's come for Ming. Away it goes from Tyrone Sterling in the end. Well, the ball was played in by Clunas, a volleyed pass, and Akinyemi didn't see it till late and he couldn't readjust his body, just hit the bottom of his foot and rolled onto the post. Clunas coming in off the flank. Still Clunas. Tees up Vos, 20 yards out. That's a great pass through to Cook. Not sure why he's trying to flick it there, Cook. Goes down, goal kick. Thought he was pushing the back by Shaw. Gavin Rose not happy with Anthony Cook though. Now I don't like to say this, but one of the Concord Rangers coaches had wandered down the touchline a couple of minutes ago and pointed to Sam Besant to sit down when he next gets the opportunity, and that's exactly what he's doing. He said he's got cramp, but that is poor gamesmanship. Akinyemi trying to get some space in the penalty area, just crowd out so many yellow shirts back there. Beach Boys defending well again. Wall out to Jed Smith. To Theobalds. Two substitutes linking up and long by Blackman, and look at Nottin behind it. Going down on goal. Runs into a Congo, it's a corner kick, that's a big opportunity. Billy Knott made the run from deep. Cargway spreading the play to the right. Here goes Clunas, he's been lively since coming on. Good first touch. Up against Shaw now. Tomlin sends it in, Mays at the back stick. Too long from Tomlin though. A man who can be so good with his passing range. And a teasing ball, but in the end it just sailed over Clunis found by Ferguson, in behind Shaw momentarily. Still Clunis. Out for a goal kick. Shaw's done really well to track him back there. But for a moment that Clunis was goal side of him, and able to find a cross. Sterling sliding in. Man who was part of that Bromley side which reached the FA Trophy final last season. Had more than 40 games with the Lily Whites. Tomlin inside the area. Tees up Vos. It's a tame shot in the end. 22, 23 yards out, and the daisy cutter just trickled along the ground and well away for a goal kick. Dulwich had so much of the ball, but they've not looked as creative as they did in midweek. Still better than they were at Welling. No, was he caught at the back? No. It looked like a clear elbow on him. Oh, has he got the better of a Congo? He has, and Cargwell's trying to help him out as well. Alex Wall into the area. Fired across goal. Arriving at the far stick was Sam Blackman, but not quickly enough for Concord Rangers. Ferguson to Cargbo. He's going to line up the early shot. Deflects and Shaw see it away. Ferguson again. 15 seconds to play. Got to go long again. Take too long. There's Wall. And that's a full-time whistle, and Concord Rangers continue their excellent start to the season and now have made it 7 points from their opening 3 games. Dulwich with 2 defeats from 3 to start life as a National League South club. And the only goal of the game came in the 35th minute. Jack Midson heading home a Ryan Hayes free kick from the right-hand side. Dulwich, though, in the second half knocked on the door. They weren't quite as good going forward as they were on Wednesday night. Dipo Akinyemi hit the base of the post as well. That was the nearest they came in the second half. It's a few too many clever passes around the penalty area. One there they didn't need to beat. Saw them fall short of ideas in the end. Final score at the KNK is Dulwich Hamlet 0, Concord Rangers 1. Pressing after the euphoria of Wednesday night, a bit of a come down today, wasn't it?
Yeah, they had one chance and scored from the header. To be fair, they had a few free kicks around the box and they put in great deliveries, and we were fortunate that they didn't get on the end of a couple before, but you know, we just got to put our chances away as well.
Not quite as creative perhaps as you were on Wednesday maybe?
Yeah, our final pass was lacking a little bit. We had lack of punch into the pass rather than going into the final third, but Dipo had a great chance, hit the post, but other than that, the only keeper made one save. So, on balance, they've scored 1 goal from a set piece. So it's frustrating.
Frustrating for you, I'm sure, because there's a couple of times now in the opening 3 games we've conceded from set pieces.
Yeah, the Welling game, I kind of own up to my line not being high enough, but the others really is just sloppy. No one likes conceding for a set piece goal. So it's just frustrating, really.
Do you think, you mentioned about the final pass lacking, do you think we're trying to be a bit too cute and too delicate at times, a few fancy flicks, or maybe you should have tried to be a bit more patient?
Yeah, kind of. I don't think we got the personnel in terms of what with our starting lineup, in terms of brute force, go through them, like to put the lump the ball in the box. So we've got to be more cute around the box with our players, and obviously trying to get on the shoulder of the centre halves and try and get strike off and goal. But you know, we'll find a way eventually.
Bit of a strange first week, isn't it? Obviously the first game we were lacking going forward, and then obviously that great performance on Wednesday night, and then sort of a step backwards again today. Is that how it's going to be the season, ups and downs, do you think?
Yeah, well, the season is always ups and downs, you know. You don't really win all your games, so you've got to, you know, dig in for the rest of the season and hopefully have better performances than we had tonight.